Whatchamacallit? Shit, shut up, nigga, talk. That was a good job. It was good. How Victor Wembanyama's skinny build became a superpower. I ain't gonna lie, I want to see this because, bro, my favorite, at least was not even my favorite, what I think and believe to be the best type of basketball player is the tall, skinny athlete, long athlete. The tall, skinny, long athlete. Kevin Durant, Victor Wembanyama. Who else we talking about? Bilal Coulibaly is one of them. Who else, bro? It's a lot of them. But like the long, skinny athlete is the best basketball player if you ask me, bro. So let's get to it. How Victor Wembanyama's skinny build became his superpower. Let's get to it, buddy, man. I think it's gonna be a great video. Let's tune into it. You know, why not?
I think Sean Bradley. I think
Bobo is one of them.
A whole bunch of people that are very, very skinny. And the one person that I see here that has been the exception to the rule is Kevin Durant. When you're that thin and you're going up against the big boys in the
Kevin Durant not as skinny as people think. I think it's 240
He's got a
pounds.
perimeter game. He can get to the hole. He has those skills. But he's
skinny,
real
just
thin.
tall.
And then that makes me think of Greg Oden, of Sam Bowie, Chet Holmgren, the number 2 overall pick in this past June draft that ain't even playing this year because he's out injured. We've seen big dudes that were relatively skinny. Not that was Greg Oden or Bill Walton or somebody like that. But you look at a guy like Chet Holmgren and how rail thin he was. There is some trouble.
A lot of we all questioned Wemby's ability to be strong and be tough in the NBA. I did. Like he's saying, when you look at skinny people in any professional sport, honestly, it's tough. But that's because I didn't see his bag. If I'd have seen the little nigga playing, I wouldn't have said a word. That little nigga's Kobe, nigga. That little nigga is him, nigga. You look at his skill and the shit he doing on the court, he ain't got to put on a pound, but it would help. It would make him better. He gained 20 pounds, a little bit of muscle. Ooh wee, ain't nobody touching the boy. You feel me? He get stronger. Yeah. Niggas crazy. You feel me?
The entire NBA world was waiting for one thing: Victor Wembanyama's debut.
Facts.
Somehow, he was the main talking point every single day. Most people were obviously eager.
And the way Wemby lived up to it is
they
insane.
could not wait to see this 7'4" guy who was compared to Kevin Durant on offense and Rudy Gobert on
Dummy.
defense. The hype was insane. Sadly, whenever the hype is insane, it also means that haters are on the way. Sometimes, not even haters.
See, bro. Now I feel like niggas can't hate on Wemby, man. He didn't prove himself so many times. It's hard to try to. I don't know how people are. If there is the hating side of Wembyers out there, you got a tough job, my boy. You got a tough one. I don't know what you're criticizing.
People who want to be different.
Niggas, he's so young, so whatever you criticize, it got to be with something with maturity and basketball decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, the kid's a bucket.
About Wemby, like everyone else.
Kid's undeniably
The thing here
great.
is, Wemby was such a unique and talented prospect that it was kind of hard to be negative about something. Sure, he was not perfect, but you also could not really point out an aspect of his game that was bad.
Therefore, I gotta watch more of them games first.
His frame. He is too skinny, too thin. He will never be able to dominate in the NBA. How will he do against
Cool lad, big got all the hoes. I see you, Wemby. Hey, I know you be out there in Paris doing your thing, out there taking all these little nigga female.
Be able to dominate in the NBA. How will he do
Yeah, they're
against
taking
the
all
likes
y'all
of
hoes,
Jokic or Embiid? That is what we heard for months, even after Wemby put on a show against Scoot Henderson
Stupid.
and the G League Ignite team in late 2022.
Cross.
There was apparently way too much physicality.
He was more, you could tell he was a little more raw here too. The handle was a little more raw.
That is what we heard for months.
Boy,
even
yeah,
after
look at
Wemby
Lil
put on a
Wemby.
show against Scoot Henderson
Dummy.
and the G League Ignite team in late 2022. There was apparently way too much physicality in the NBA for him to handle.
Dummy.
If you watch TV or listen to the radio, the only thing you would hear was, yeah, he is good for sure, but he needs to put on more muscle. This is not to say that everyone should have been 100% sold on Wembanyama, or that he had absolutely no flaws. In fact, he has shown us some of his flaws in his rookie season. But the irony is that it has nothing to do with his frame or his lack of muscle. If you actually watched him play before he was in the NBA, you could instantly tell that he did not have a great shot selection and that he was turnovers prone. Like, that was something...
I will say that about Wemby. I was gonna say that when they said You've seen some of his mistakes in the rookie game. He tends to I think he just got Barry Sanders syndrome. For the people who don't know what it is, it's like he believes he gotta do it all. I think he been the best player so long, been on the team where he's the go-to guy so long, where he believes, shit, we down 3, fucking second quarter, 8 minutes left. I gotta take the 3. You feel me? I gotta pull this up. You feel me? I can't pass it. That's what I think he suffers from. But it ain't nothing wrong. That's what I was saying when they are criticizing him. It's just decision making, basketball decision making maturity.
Very blatant.
Because
you did not need
kid
to watch
crazy.
all of his games. So yes, it was kind of weird to see and hear almost no one talk about this, but go on and on about him being too skinny. Maybe because they had never watched him play.
That's
Actually,
high school Wemby.
There is no need to ask a question.
Like kid. Look at Wemby, the little kid. Hey, I love you, Wemby.
Actually, there is no need to ask a question. Stephen A. Smith answered it himself.
If he were in college in the United States, maybe it would be a bit different. The fact that isn't the case and we haven't seen much of him to just go by.
You think he'd have got that natty for Sholey? I think he could have got that natty easy. I didn't see him a lot before NBA. I didn't watch him. But based off what I seen him come in there and do his rookie season, I think he could have got that natty easy. Ooh, he had to guard DJ Zach Edey. He'd been beating that shit. Nah, that was the year after him. You feel me? Like
These highlights, and again, I'm not doubting his skill, and I trust you. I'm not doubting it. I haven't
Chet,
seen him.
he cooks Chet daily now. I think he could have got that natty easy,
But
bro.
I've heard all the things you've articulated.
Stupid.
Let's take a second to fully grasp the insanity of this comment. Stephen A. Smith, one of the most prominent figures in the NBA media world, who was talking about Victor Wembanyama every single week, sometimes every single day, throughout the entirety of the 2022-2023 season and that summer, just blatantly reveals he has never watched him play and bases all of his opinions on the young player on highlights? This is even worse when you consider the fact that the NBA bought the rights to broadcast Wembanyama's game on their app. That means anyone in the U.S. could very easily watch him play if they wanted to.
And I wished I watched them, because I used to always see it. I used to always see the Mets game, Wembanyama goes crazy in G League versus G League at night, this, that. I used to always see it. You just never clicked it. You never clicked it. Until he was in the real league. And then he got the second he touched Summer League, I watched his ass. I don't know. It's weird.
Exclusive to Stephen A. Smith. Most NBA analysts probably never watched a full Wemby game before he got to the league.
It's fact.
In that case, they know they can't actually say anything about his game, whether it be positive or negative, because they...
Ain't gonna lie, I was on the defensive player shit way before the analyst was, bro. The very first game I seen Wemby play, I said his defense is gonna lead to his offense. That his defense is his core. Without his defense, is his offense. Let me not say that, because that boy's a bucket, pure bucket. But his defense leads to all his offense. Said, bro, that is one of the very first comments I made about that kid right there. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. So the NBA niggas was late. They didn't even want to give him defensive player of the year for it. They want to hold that nigga. That nigga's defense player of the year. But he was making, that was his first initial impact on the games, was his defensive side. He wasn't getting, he was dropping like 15, 12 and shit. Then he was 12 rebounds, 8 blocks. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was going crazy. Stupid. I was saying that before.
However, criticizing his frame is definitely something you can do without having to watch his games in France. That's the easy and especially...
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I said earlier. Let me shut up. But if I would have watched his earlier France games,
all of this is actually
there's no question that kid.
Some Americans' egocentrism. Not really...
Like for all my people, all my boys who be from France, who be coming to my... who fuck with me and be saying all my stuff, they be like, he knew, blob, be like, he been knew, we been knew since high school. I forgot what you said, but you told me, you was like, y'all been knew Wemby. Y'all been knew this about women. Like, this ain't nothing new to y'all boys and friends. Y'all just seeing the Americans react to
that
it.
is fine if you do. You don't have to care. But not caring and then pretending you are an expert on the subject is the real problem. Do you think Stephen A. Smith knows if Victor Wembanyama struggled in the French league due to being skinny? He's obviously got no idea. Even if they knew, most of them would just tell you that being skinny in France is not a problem because it's, well, the French league. It's not a real test as it's a poverty league. The real test, as they call it, would be college basketball, where there's real physicality. If you haven't played college basketball, most American analysts truly believe you're ready for the NBA, even if you are quite literally Victor Wembanyama, one of the greatest prospects ever. Do you know what the worst part is? It does not make any sense. The French league is obviously nowhere near close to the NBA, but it's still one of the best leagues in the world. For instance, if you want to compare situations, the Greek Freak was playing in the second division of the Greek league before he got into the NBA. In that case, yes, it would make sense to worry about the competition he's faced. More importantly,
you see shit like that, though. He ain't denying you, but I'm telling you, if you would have seen that, you wouldn't have never said nothing bad about no 7-footer doing this on a casual transition 3. Boy, you would have never questioned a word in your life.
Before he got into the NBA.
Cause man,
in that case,
bro. Telling y'all, when I first seen this boy, I still be getting. I got him in my last video. I got the chills a little bit, bro. This is different. This.
Yes, it would make sense.
7-footer, casual step back, corner bang.
Wembanyama was playing against grown men as a teenager and was still dominating the league outrageously. Why would playing against college kids, who, by the way, for the
my God, bro, this nigga is so filthy, bro. Why? Did I see this? Why ain't I see this?
Why would playing against college kids?
He turned around. Damn, I cashed that bit. Hold up. Yeah, I cashed that bit.
Who, by the way,
like, oh my God, that's crazy.
For the majority of them,
it was too
never
easy.
Make it to the league. Be more of a challenge than playing against pros who have been playing the sport professionally for years.
That's what I'm saying. Them niggas overseas, bro, they be playing these niggas since they was 14. They've been playing 35-year-olds, bro. Luka said it. NBA's easier. They come over here and they feel it's easier, less aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
In his final year in France, Wemby led his team to the finals of the French playoffs against Monaco, one of the best teams in Europe, with 7 former NBA players on their squad. If Wembanyama's frame was not an issue here, why do these people think he was not tested enough?
Bucket.
It honestly could, and probably.
Man, that boy was doing work in that league, man. Head top, boards, head top, man. That boy was doing work in that league.
We can even go a bit further. All of this talk about him being too thin and trying to undermine what he did overseas is proof of some Americans' feelings about international players. Obviously, it's not as bad as it once was since international players are now dominating the league. But you can tell it does not please some people, who would much rather have American players dominating, like it had always been the case up until now. Therefore, they jump at every opportunity to take a shot at a non...
That nigga in B, he really, my nigga in B, like, he grew, like, my nigga really Americanized, bruh. You feel me? He came out, I don't know I think he came with freshman year, high school. My nigga been there American, but he didn't went through the college system. You feel me? He was him. So I know he was doing his thing. Big African man. I know he was tearing all them little white hoes up in Kansas, man. Hurt on the bench, still tearing they up, nigga. Hey man, but nah, the international is definitely dominating. But I would say like America, like, is more like consistently dominant. You know what I'm saying? Like you would look at the roster of the let's say top 25. You would see more Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be consistently. You might get top heavy Luka, Jokic, and Embiid, all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Giannis, but then you would get KD, Curry, AD, Harden, all these Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? It's consistent. We got the consistency, dog. You know what I mean?
American player.
But like,
ask yourself one.
But like I was saying, let me put the camera back up. them South Sudan boys. You get like a country like that, resources that we got, it's up. It's over. We don't want to see him in no sport.
Simple
It's
question,
over.
which would be very easy to answer.
Over.
Imagine a player with the same exact frame, body, and skill set as Victor Wembanyama right before he entered the league. Everything is the same except he is American instead of French and has played college basketball.
Oh, they would have called bro the GOAT. Niggas would have called bro the GOAT. For surely niggas would have. If Victor Wembanyama was American, he would be getting called the GOAT in high school. But it's because he's known over here. I feel like people in France was probably saying that. This boy Wemby the GOAT. We know Wemby. They're probably waiting for Wemby to get here to say, "Oh, Wemby the GOAT." You know what I'm saying? Now that he doing his thing, I think it's kind of the same. But if bro's American, nigga would definitely he'd be bigger. But he already as big as he could be because he's doing it in the league now. You know what I'm saying?
In France, what do you think the narratives would be? Would they spend half of their time talking about how he's too skinny and how his frame
punished that
problem?
God.
Or would they focus on all the amazing things he is doing?
Telling you,
I think
can't deny that. Oh my God, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Look at this, bro. Look at this jump shot. Look at this jump shot. Look how high he
We
is.
all know the answer.
Tough.
All of this makes even less sense when you take into consideration that Kevin Durant.
The Spurs made him jump less high, huh?
All the amazing things he is doing.
He don't jump this high no more.
I think we all know the answer.
On his jump shot, look at that. It's
It's
probably because it was uncontested, but he don't jump that high.
Durant, one of the guys Victor Wembanyama modeled his game after, entered the league as a very skinny player. People criticized him for it too. Look at how it turned out. Obviously, he put on some muscle throughout the years, but not so much. He had a great rookie season despite being really thin.
That KD, the defensive KD on them Warriors, I think it was, what year was that? I think it's 2018, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to be wrong. One of them years, one of the ring years, but yeah, I don't want to fuck with that KD, but that nigga was different. My nigga was blocking shit. He was the rim protector. I forgot who was up beside him. They didn't have it real big though. I think it was Spates. It was somebody, bro. But KD was dominating that paint.
It just does not make any sense to be so focused on this one aspect of his game when we have seen players who were not particularly strong dominate the game. Have some people not learned the lessons already? But enough about hypotheticals. At the end of the day,
KD should have won that ring. Giannis won.
They were right, and he would struggle in the league.
Foot was on the line.
Maybe they had a point making this such a big deal. It turned out that no, not at all even. Wemby proved all of them wrong within a few weeks. And make no mistakes, he definitely heard the noise. He knew people were doubting him because of his body and made sure to show them how stupid it was. People said that...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, niggas stupid. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, we stupid. Anybody who doubted his body, I probably was one of them. We stupid. Niggas just dumb. Niggas is dumb. Look at this nigga. I ain't gonna lie, you can't doubt that. You can't doubt his skill on that court is crazy.
Make him struggle both offensively and defensively. Actually, every time he would face a stronger center, which is pretty much all starting centers in the league, because none of them are as skinny.
Hold up, bro. Don't cap here. Because Embiid did body his little ass. Embiid was bodying his shit. Embiid was putting his little body on him and banging his little ass. But he definitely held his own against the Giannis's, the Jokic's, and the Embiid's. Because he still gave Embiid like a 40-piece down there, wasn't it? It was like 39, 33, some shit, 30 something. Embiid put up, 80 though?
Is Wemby. Except for Chet Holmgren, perhaps. And they were wrong. Really wrong. We all know how well he played throughout his rookie season. And funnily enough, he did struggle, especially early on, with his shot selection and his turnovers. But once again, the Stephen A. Smiths of the world did not know about that. What is interesting, though, is how he did against some of the best bigs in basketball.
And one, nigga.
Because every time someone brought up his frame, the next sentence you were likely to hear was, how will he guard Embiid and Jokic? Where can we even start? We often hear stupid stuff from NBA analysts, but this argument might
took that bit from Lil Scope. Hey, seeing it like this is even more crazy. I can imagine seeing it in person, because just from this camera, it's even more crazy. I seen all this. This that reverse dunk on his head. This one is crazy. I remember this. Oh my God, I remember this shit like yesterday. This is crazy. When this reverse dunk right here is insane. This really his little go-to dunk. It's crazy too.
Do they think Wembanyama is going to play the Nuggets and the Sixers every week, and therefore will have to guard them on a weekly basis?
Embiid can't play though.
Basketball is a one-on-one game. I mean,
Tough.
sure,
My
at some
God,
point
bro.
there will
I can't wait for this nigga to
always
come.
be a
Oh,
one-on-one matchup
bro, I
with
can't
big
wait for the
centers.
NBA to pull.
But most of the time, and especially when it
Hezzy.
comes to the Joker, it also involves
Hezzy.
teammates. The point is, you don't just guard the opposing star player alone the whole game. If it was that easy, the Spurs would not have been one of the worst defenses in the NBA last year. Because the gap between Wemby's defense and the rest of the team's defense was huge, and last but not least at all, no one can guard these guys.
That's crazy.
If your argument for a player who is going to struggle is he cannot guard the two best centers in basketball, two MVPs, two of the most skilled bigs of all time, then let me tell you something. Everyone is going to struggle. And it doesn't even have anything to do with him being skinny. Look at the Greek freak, Rudy, AD, or Bam. Do they look skinny to you? Not in the slightest. And yet they can't guard Jokic or Embiid.
Yeah,
So
it's nah. Yeah, this the best players in the world. They gonna get theirs, bro.
Applies to all the players in the NBA.
Facts. They gonna get
But let's
theirs.
get back to what he actually did on the court against
Yeah,
these guys.
like what? LeBron ain't not went for. I think it ended not too long ago, but LeBron scored 20 for like 10 years straight or something. They gonna get theirs, man.
Since, he was going to get bullied by the bigger players. What about a game with 23 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, and 9 blocks against the Joker?
You had 9 of them? Oh my God, when you had 9, bro?
Perhaps the best player in the league, and already one of the best centers of all time. And Jokic was listed as 75 pounds heavier than Wemby.
Stupid.
Nearly
75
30 kilograms
pounds.
for our fellow Europeans. A massive difference in frame which should have really bothered Wemby, right? But you know what? He did have a bad shooting performance that night. Thankfully, he also had another game against Denver and Nikola where he scored 34 points and grabbed 12 boards on 44% shooting from the floor and 41% from 3.
Tough.
And guess what? The Spurs won this game. Jokic was also limited to only 13 shot attempts.
Tough.
Maybe because he was not able to just bully Wemby like Stephen A. Smith had predicted a few months prior. But scoring on Jokic is not hard according to these guys. So let's take a look at some great defensive centers in our league. What about a 33 points performance against Embiid? Or maybe 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 blocks against the Lakers and Anthony Davis himself. 29 points against Rudy and the Wolves.
Come on.
27 against the Greek Freak.
Come on.
The list goes on.
Come on. Met him up top, man. Met my dog up top, man. This was the one. This right here. We was all waiting to see this. We was all waiting to see this matchup, man. Wemby versus Jan Bond, but we was all waiting to see the Wemby versus Jan Bond. And when it didn't disappoint the way it did, oh my God. Hey, bro, it was great. I ain't gonna lie, that was a hell of a time. That was insane. Then my nigga met him up top to give himself a chance. Up top.
Out of great defensive centers.
Niggas not meeting y'all up top, boy. It's crazy, bro.
And just maybe, Wemby was not too skinny for the NBA. He had 11 30-point games in his rookie season, and most of them came against really good NBA centers such as the ones we mentioned, or even the likes of Jaren Jackson Jr., a former Defensive Player of the Year, and Miles Turner. His offense was fine.
Oh my.
Sure, he was
gosh, bro, that reverse dunk is so crazy, bro.
And Miles Turner.
Stupid.
His offense was fine.
Dummy. Oh
sure,
my God.
He was not posting these guys up.
I gotta go see Wemby play this year.
Because that's not his game.
Come on, little TJD. That's a rookie right with him. Come on, TJD.
He is too skinny to do
Head
just
top,
that.
little nigga.
But that doesn't mean he will struggle. He can score his buckets in so many ways that don't involve being physical one-on-one.
The Wemby is a pure 3-level scorer, man, on the offensive side. Pure.
And that's exactly
Get any
how
bucket
he
he
managed
wants.
to score so much in his rookie season.
My God, bro.
And the
My God.
And that's exactly how he managed to score so much in his rookie season. And the defense, well, you already know it. He really struggled on that end by making all defensive first team, finishing second in defensive player of the year voting. And
We ain't gotta talk about defense, but I promise y'all I said
all
this,
that from
though.
a skinny player,
All his defense gonna be his
supposed to
offense.
struggle with the NBA's insane physicality. Or maybe
Fuck you.
he was already playing against pros, unlike American
Damn you.
prospects, and it helped him greatly to be ready for the NBA despite his body not being ready. Or even crazier, maybe defense does
to
not
the
solely
rack,
depend on
clacks,
physicality and
bucket.
muscle. Maybe having great defensive instincts, an insane wing size and wingspan along with
Grab
good
at me.
placement and IQ is also as important. Okay, so he did prove everyone wrong last year. But what about the future? Because as good as he was with that frame, it's still obvious he needs to put on some muscle. You would often hear people say, Well, it's okay if he is
Bro,
still
if we let this boy get stronger, we already see how he using these little bumps. Nigga, he's still bumping niggas now. He probably a good 200 some pounds. But this little nigga get stronger? I don't think we want to see that.
turn into the Greek freak. First of all,
dummy.
no, not everyone can just have an insane body transformation.
Yeah, he got genetic.
Freak had. Secondly, that is not a good thing. Antetokounmpo is his own player. Wemby is Wemby. Their play style could not be more different, and therefore their bodies can't be the same if they play two different kinds of games. What makes Wemby so unique is that he has guard-like skills and moves despite being 7'4".
He's athletic. He's athletic. He's athletic. I want to cuss. He's very athletic.
He's got good shooting form, and he is very quick and agile for his size.
Here, like, man. Hey, bro, where little Wemby father at? Who bred this man? Where's his mother? Where's his father? Who bred this guy? I would like to know. Can I breed with you?
Close to Wemby in terms of quickness and mobility.
Who's the breeder?
Wemby
Who
is
bred
a
this?
nature of his own. Turning into the Greek freak would greatly reduce all the aspects of his game we just mentioned. Just look at what happened to Antetokounmpo's shot mechanic over the years.
I'm calling it now. Wemby going. He gonna drop like a 60 bomb next year, bro. He gonna come at somebody head. He gonna go for somebody neck. I'm talking 60 bombs.
He looked like a promising shooter coming into the league, at least for a player his size. Now it is well established that he will never be a great shooter.
Dummy.
And that's okay, because that's not his game. But that is Wemby's game. That's not even including injury risk.
Y'all need to see that? But I'm telling you, these cameras make it. Oh my god. Hey, y'all lucky I'm reacting to these camera nigga. Boy, I just said some shit about these boy. Boy, he just punished you, like nigga, disrespectful, boy. But
that's not.
Little nigga, then you turn your head like a bitch. See that? You ain't had no chance. Then look back. Yeah, he caught a foul on you. Yeah. Dummy.
Because adding so much weight and muscle would obviously increase the risks for ankle and foot injuries, especially on awkward falls, which happen almost every game in the NBA. You don't want Wemby to end up like Yao Ming.
He don't need to be too heavy.
He himself came out last year and said that he did not want to add too much muscle too quickly.
Facts.
His agent even said that adding weight right now would be a huge mistake.
Facts.
And that they are rather focusing on his strength.
Fact, that's what I'm saying. Get stronger. Exactly. You don't. Adding weight doesn't necessarily mean being better and strong. No, get stronger. You can lose weight and become stronger. Like you can be 200 pounds and live 225, and you can become 185 and bench 315. You know what I'm saying? Just get stronger, bro.
It's unique, and every player's
It's getting
body is
stronger.
unique. Not everyone has to be LeBron or the Greek freak.
Facts.
Why can't Wemby just be Kevin Durant? It's not like Victor will wake up someday and decide he wants to be a post player and spend his games banging players down low. His offensive game does not really require crazy body changes. The defense is probably where gaining some muscle would benefit him, just so he would be able to hold his own better when bigger players back him down in the post. But it's not a necessity. It will happen naturally. It doesn't have to be a drastic change.
I can't wait to see how he look year 2 with Pop. I can't wait to see what Pop do with him in year 2. Chris Paul there. I can't wait to see this match.
And it should not be.
Can't wait to see year 2 out the kid.
That is exactly what has been happening. Because let's be honest, after all we have talked about so far and how he proved all the doubters wrong, we have to acknowledge that yes, he needs to put on some muscle at least. Despite the criticism and the NBA analysts worrying, he has gained a lot of weight and muscle since joining the league. This comparison between the summer of 2023 and summer of 2024 went viral on social media a few weeks ago.
I ain't even peeped that. Ah, damn. Boy in shape. Got a little chest on it. Look at them vein that arm. He more zinged. A little more size, too. Bro. I see. We seen him playing a little bit serious in that Olympic game, but I'm telling y'all, man. Big year. Out of year 2 is going to be big. Year 2 is going to be big.
Went viral on social media a few weeks ago, as fans noticed that Victor had been working out this summer, looking noticeably more ripped than last year. And if you look at pictures of Wemby from 2022 when he was still playing in France, it is even more clear that he has been putting in work. He has been smart about it, though. If you know Wembanyama, he is very meticulous about his career and his body. Kind of like LeBron, and that's a great thing. because this is the biggest reason why LeBron is still one of the best players.
That's why LeBron is who he is, bro.
If Wemby is putting on muscle at a certain speed, it's a choice that has been approved by his personal team and the Spurs staff as well. It's most likely the right choice. If they truly believed he needed more weight for his rookie season, he probably would have looked a lot different. But guess what? They thought he didn't need that, and they were right. Everything is calculated on his side.
And I love how they load managed him for his injuries and shit. Cause now that I think about it, he didn't need to play all them games. We seen plenty enough of Wemby. Well, I think it was what? I think I was just telling them the shit, bro. It was like 10 games left. I was like, shit, my nigga, we could wait next year to see him. Cause we be damn, my nigga, I hurt, man.
Now,
we be damn. They set him though like the last game or something.
As his agent said,
hey, we don't need to see. Hey, we don't need to see no more.
Him to be huge in a few years. He needs to be strong enough for all the fights he is going to have in the paint.
Fact.
That is for sure.
Fact.
And that is also the biggest change that you may see in his game in the next few years. But don't expect a whole different player, because that may simply never happen.
We don't want to see a whole different player.
Post up players in his rookie season and back them down
MPJ tough, 6'10".
This might happen more often now, but he won't turn into the Joker all of a sudden, of course. He still needs this to have even more variety in his offensive game, because honestly, it might be the only thing he is lacking right now. The defensive end.
That nigga be looking in the rim.
Occur. Right now, he is absolutely elite as a rim protector. But if the Joker or Embiid backs him down, let's be honest, he's not stopping them. He might block them though, but if they always get so close to the basket, this is not a good thing in the long run. It is then smart for Wemby to put on enough muscle where he can hold his own. If he finds the perfect balance between muscle, strength, and agility, mobility, and quickness, Wemby will most likely turn into the best player in the world. Even after all of this, he will most likely...
Y'all see this right here? Y'all can't see it. Bro, hold up. This just got me thinking, because year 2 is going to be big, bro. That I didn't say if it don't happen this year, it might happen next year, man. Am I tripping? You tell me if I'm tripping, bro. I think Wemby can go get that MVP if it's not this year, because we gonna cut him some slack. He is young. Year 2, I don't know how many year 2 MVPs has been, but next year for surely he can go grab that. Because we talking about most valuable player to a team. We ain't talking about to the league. We ain't talking about no Anthony Edwards. We need you to make money. Now we talking about best player on that squad. If he get them boys to the playoffs, for surely he's a candidate. Ain't no way my nigga ain't a candidate. But, hey, bro, appreciate y'all. Wemby's him, man. Wemby's him. Proved every fuck nigga wrong. Proved me wrong at the beginning. I don't know. I don't think I ever doubted him. I didn't know what he was, so I was blind, and boy, I'm happy I clicked on you, Victor. You changed my life, honestly. But thank y'all, boys. Road to 800 subs. Yeah, you coming, man. Chase your dreams, boys. And don't let life, don't let life affect you. It ain't gonna be easy. Keep going, brother. Keep going. And man, it be hard looking at myself sometimes, bro. But I'm gonna keep going, bro. Love y'all, man. For real. I really do. Appreciate y'all, man. I keep going, bro. I really do.